Hey y'all, so I'm trying out something a little different for accountability and to actually see if it helps us. So I am going to go over our budget. Now this is kind of an older budget, you can see it's by Paycheck, but I'm going to go over kind of what we spent last week. So the budget's going to be from September 3rd through this Friday, which would be the 16th. Actually, 16th is Thursday. Warren will get paid on Friday, but just what we're going to spend up until then. So just in case you're new around here, we are basically a one-income family. My husband works full-time and I stay home with our children, and we are budgeting to try to get out of debt. We have about 6 figures of student loan debt, so trying to assign every dollar, to make every dollar have an assignment. So you can see kind of what my husband brought in. He recently got a pay raise, so he's a school teacher, and so this number may fluctuate. He's also had to do some extra stuff, so I really don't know what his pay is going to be this coming Friday, but this is what he brought in 2 weeks ago. He does work extra jobs, however, he did not get paid this past pay period from that yet. So I do work. I've actually quit working. I was working at a grocery store and I brought in $374.95. And so this number is probably not going to be there the next time we budget. So I didn't bring in anything extra. I am kind of experimenting to see what else I can do to bring in some money, like side hustles and all. So as of now, nothing from extra. So we have what we call a rollover, which is basically money from last pay period. So last pay period, we had $627.85. That brings our total income here to $2,589.65. All right, so our expenses. So we first tithe, and I'm just going to have to split up these because we actually spent a lot this past pay period. So we tithed, and that was Oren's account. We do have separate accounts. Not really sure what to do about that. We have access to both of those accounts. Like, he has access to mine, I have access to his, but we do have separate accounts where some automatic payments or just manual payments come from. So the source of that was his account, and I just do OC, his initials. And so the tithing of 185. And fun fact, or comment below, if you are a tither, if you tithe off of your net or do you tithe off your gross? Like, which one do you do? I'm interested to hear. We're kind of split on that. So when I was working weekends, and I was working through dinner. So some nights, well, at least 3 nights out of the week, he was responsible for dinner. And so he went to Publix and got, like the ready-made chicken, the Publix fried chicken or something like that. So that, and he got some other stuff, basically to make dinner a little easier for him. So we also, automatically, I don't know if we should turn this off either, now that we're on this, debt-free journey for real. We have in our bank a save as you go kind of automated thing. Like, every time we use our debit card, it goes into a savings account, which are separate savings accounts. Every time he uses his card, it goes to $1 goes to his savings. Every time I use mine, $1 goes into it. So $6 went into his last week for gas, and I got all this information from our bank, like just the online service, to look to see, okay, how much are we spending? So for both vehicles, my husband, drives every day to work, and I kind of drive here and there around town during the week, but not that much. But for both vehicles for the week, we spent $46.37. For groceries last week, I mainly shop at Walmart and Kroger. We spent $142.58. And when I say groceries, we also, you can probably see in another video, but we buy food to eat, and then we also get like toilet paper and laundry soap and things like that. So I shop at the same store, so I just get it then, and it's all, you know, this, I'm hoping to see these numbers will help to decide, you know, like a cash envelope system for us. I really want to get back into that, but it wasn't working because I was short, and I still needed stuff. So then I was using the card anyway. So, and the ATM isn't as close anymore. So if I'm going to the ATM to withdraw cash, I want to make sure that we get what we need, and it's actually working. So hopefully by next pay period, or pay period after that, we can get back into the cash envelope, and these numbers will help us to determine how much we really actually need. So I was invited somewhere with a friend Labor Day weekend, so I got a bagel and a hot tea, and that came to like $6.24. We also still use, or we use Google storage, like for our phones. I gotta take a lot of pictures of my kids, and I was running out of storage. I got to figure out a better way to do that. I'm thinking like an external hard drive or something. But anyways, at this point, we are still paying $1.99 to Google. That automatically comes out of my account. And I didn't write all this, like the source where this came from. And so the job I was working, I got paid every Thursday. So I tithed, and it's not a lot. Like I said, it's just like it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday I was working. So I tithed $22. And savings, it's SAYG, save as you go, was $1. Now I won't say we've been a victim, but we have basically increased our lifestyle now that we kind of have more money. Like when I was working, and then this job in this pay raise that my husband got, and not really quite sure what to do about that. But so we did sign up our daughter, she's 5, for ballet, and it's $50 a month. There's an extra $1.50 for the processing. It's like automatically withdrawn from my account, and she just started that. So $51.50 went to that this month. So she has ballet once a week, and the $50 is for the month. So on the 8th, we had another save as you go withdrawal of $1. And then on the 9th, I went to Target, and I got my daughter's more pajamas that she needed. I probably could have found them cheaper, but I literally, all I did was buy those pajamas, and it was $18.57. I got them, I guess I could have tried to find them used. She just needed them, and I just went and got them, which I feel kind of bad about, but knowing that she needed it. And so my kids, they still wear kind of the onesie kind of zip up pajama type, like all in one. So I guess that's why it was that expensive. It was also My Little Pony, so it was probably because of that, but that's all I could find. So spent that. I figured that was an expense would just, you know, going to have to absorb. So then I also got paid again on the 10th, and so I tithed again, and it wasn't as much this time. After tithing, we had to pay the electric. So we pay some bills automatically from an account that's not our checking account. It's what we call a bill pay account. It's separate, and only bills come out of there, and we put money into it so that we can make sure they're not taking more than they need to take out. And so for electric, the bill was $103. So the bill pay account already had some money in there to cover the $103. So we just need to put $100. And then on Saturday, went grocery shopping, and I spent $129.39 shopping at Kroger and Walmart for gas for both vehicles. We basically gassed up for the week and spent $40, 35 cents on that. And so my husband, we have some miscellaneous. My husband went to the dollar store. I'll just put DG for Dollar General, and he spent $14.75. So we are moving. And so we needed some packing tape. Basically, we got some free boxes from people off of Facebook, and so we needed some tape to tape up those boxes. And so he also bought a new belt, which, you know, he needed. So $14.75 from that. In addition to our web hosting, so my husband has a tutoring business that he has a site for. Also have a couple of sites, so we have web hosting that comes out every month, and that came out as $29.99. In addition to that, I mentioned how I stay home, so I'm actually homeschooling, and my daughter goes to a group, and that's once a week, and once a month there is an automatic charge, and so that is enrichment group, and it's $80 a month, and that just comes out of my account. And so I'm running out of space here, but there is one more expense. So since we are moving, our new rent, so this is what, Monday that I would pay this $80. So our last expense is our prorated rent for the new place that we're moving to. So I'm just going to squeeze it in here and call it new rent. And we'll have to go to the bank to get a cashier's check for this, but it's going to be $774.77 plus a $10 fee. So the bank charges another $10 in order to get a cashier's check, at least the bank we're banking with. So we may have done this differently, but this past pay period, we paid off one of our loans. So yay, we paid off one of the loans. And so there was only $999 left on it. I say only, but I guess that's a lot of money. And so it's that way because you paid an extra $1 last time we paid it, just to get it under $1,000. But anyways, so we were excited to pay that off. So we just went ahead, when Oren got paid, we just went ahead and sent a $999 payment in. We needed $899 because there was already $100 in our student loan payment account. So the $100 that was already in the account, and then the $899 from when we got paid equaled the $999 payment. We do have video to, we kind of celebrated about that. So we kind of did that first, and then we kind of budget. Next time, obviously we need to make sure we cover our expenses, and then what's left goes to debt in order for it to be zero-based. But hey, we are still working on this, and part of this is really for accountability so that I can get better and better at this. So that should make our total expenses, they really should be equal to $1,690.65. And that would make it a true zero-based budget. However, our expenses, I'm just going to write it over here, if you add all this up, it comes to $1,697.44. So that's a difference of $6.79. Basically, I have to say this real quick. Basically, that is money in our account, because I feel some type of way about our account being at zero, like nothing. Maybe if somebody has any tips about that, they can explain. Should you leave your account just at zero? Like, what if, like, this way to save thing, this dollar comes out randomly, sometimes that randomly comes out, or I don't know. I guess I just have something about that. So this $6 is split between our accounts, not evenly, but so it basically almost is a zero-based budget. Please, 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 if you have any like advice or anything about our budget, please let me know. I'm going to try to do this again. My husband should be getting paid again on Friday, so I want to try to do this again and see if it works out better. Bye.